Hello and welcome back to Mr. Keith Online. We are going to talk about the next steps in the home buying process. After you determine what your needs are, the very first thing you need to do is get pre-approved. You need to know how much of a house that you can actually afford. Once you get pre-approved, it is now time for you to start the process. I always invite my clients to go ahead and start doing as much research as they possibly can on their own. There are several websites that provide ample opportunities for you to do some visualization of the homes before you go with a realtor and look at a house that you might be interested in. Speaking of that realtor, the realtor is going to take the needs that you have communicated to him or her and help you narrow down your search. They have the opportunity to look at the MLS system, the multiple listing system that shows the houses that are available in the area in which you're looking. After the realtor shares the houses that you might be interested in, he or she will set up a time for you to go look at the houses. So once you start going and looking at houses with your realtors, I have a couple of ideas to keep in mind. First and foremost, the house that you look at first is not necessarily the house you're going to buy, and that's okay. It's okay if you look at 5, 10, 12, 50 houses. You have to be most comfortable because this is likely going to be one of your biggest purchases you're ever going to make in your life. So you're going to have to be able to be very comfortable with the house. You're going to have to be able to visualize your own belongings in the house. You have to visualize living in the house, and you have to be very comfortable. So it's okay if the first house or the second house is not the house for you. I also encourage you to keep any of the paperwork that the agent might give you. Keep notes on that paperwork because you will likely go back and want to look at the notes that you kept. It's also okay to take your cell phone, take pictures at the house, anything that you can do to remember the houses that you're looking at. Now, on that same note, it is also okay to go back to a house a second time. If there's a house that you really like and you want to maybe see it again, just let your realtor know and he or she will schedule a time to go back and take a look. I want to leave you with just a couple more things to think about. First and foremost, keep your options open. Don't settle. If you're not happy, don't settle. Keep your options open that there may be something else that might come back out for you available. The last thing I want to say to you is as you are looking at houses, as you see what's out there in your price range, you might realize that your needs might adjust. And that's okay. If your needs adjust during the process, just make sure you communicate that with your realtor. Make sure you're honest with yourself. Make sure you accept that for yourself. And that, I promise you, is going to be a lot easier for you as you are continuing the searching process. Well, that's all I have for you today. The last thing I want to tell you, though, is next week we're going to discuss what you do after you find that house that you want to put an offer on. Until then, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.